Hello, I'm Mike Hitt, and it is my pleasure today to introduce Marjorie Lyles to you, the Academy Management Fellows. I'm going to highlight in this very short introduction some of her major accomplishments and contributions, although there's no way I could do all of those in a short period of time. Let me begin with her scholarly contributions. In actuality, Marjorie was a pioneer in the work on emerging economies. In fact, she started working on emerging economies in the 1980s. This is before I even entered the field of research on international strategy. And she's an acknowledged leader in research on international strategic alliances and organizational learning. This is where I was first introduced to Marjorie's work when I started doing work in this area, both on international strategic alliances and the learning that occurs within those alliances. It has been very impactful, and maybe one indication of the impact of her work is noted by the number of citations to her work. She has more than 35,000 citations to her work. Now, there are many articles that she has written that have been highly impactful. One of those being she won a Decade Award for the top article published in the last 10 years in the Journal of International Business Studies. But I want to highlight a couple of books, and particularly one. She is a co-editor of the Handbook of Organizational Learning and Knowledge Management. Now, personally, I consider this almost a classic in this field. And that's indicated by this handbook having 2 editions. I actually don't know of any other handbooks that have had more than 1 edition, although there may be some. And it has been highly cited as well. She has another new book that she's co-edited that will be published this summer by Oxford University Press, and it focuses on the state of the field and the future of strategic management. In fact, many of the chapters are authored by Academy Management Fellows. She's also provided significant professional service to the field. I'm going to just highlight a few in the Academy of Management. Very interesting attribute is that she served on the executive committee of the Business Policy and Strategy Division 3 times, once in each different decade, in the 1980s, 1990s, and in 2000s. I don't know of any others that have done that. She served on the editorial review board for AMJ and AMR. In the Academy of International Business, she served as vice president and served on the board of directors. And she served as an associate editor and on the editorial review board for one of its main journals, the Journal of International Business Studies. Finally, but not least, she served the Strategic Management Society in several ways. Importantly, she served as president. In fact, she broke the glass ceiling in this organization. She's the first woman to serve as president of that organization. And to show that she broke that ceiling, the president served for 2 years at a time. And there have been 4 presidents elected since her term. And 2 of them are men and 2 are women, obviously noting that she broke that glass ceiling. She also served on the board of directors and as trustee for the Strategy Research Foundation, among other roles that she's played. I want to conclude with just a few observations. Something that I found out a few years ago, and I was very impressed by this, when she entered the profession as a young untenured assistant professor, she was a single mother. She rose from that role to become a path-breaking scholar, a leader in the field, which you obviously have noted from my past comments, and a role model for all of us. She's also served as a mentor. She's opened the door for many young scholars in the field. Marjorie displays the values and the virtues of the Academy Management Fellows. So she clearly deserves this honor, and it is my honor to introduce her to you.